Wondering about pest control costs in Northern Virginia? The price can vary dramatically. Some treatments, like for severe bedbug infestations, can shoot up to over $4,000. Yet a general insect treatment might only be between $100 and $300. So what causes this massive price difference? The reasons are very specific. We're breaking down every factor from pest type to property size to reveal what you should actually be paying. First, the single biggest factor is the pest you're dealing with. Ants and spiders are simpler than termites. Next is severity. A few ants on the counter is a different problem than a colony nested deep inside your walls. Finally, your property size. A larger home simply has more area to inspect, treat, and protect. Beyond these core factors, how you purchase the service matters. You can choose a one-time treatment or an ongoing plan. One-time visits often carry a higher per-service cost, a premium for an emergency call, typically $150 to $450. You now have the what? Pest type, property size, infestation severity. But why do they make such a big financial difference? The why comes down to labor and materials. A technician spraying for spiders uses standard equipment and products. But a termite treatment might demand trenching, drilling into foundations, and using hundreds of gallons of termiticide. That logic leads to the question every homeowner asks. Can't you just do it yourself and save all this money? Before answering that, you must understand the battlefield. Nova. Our green spaces and warm summers create a perfect pest breeding ground. This environment creates seasonal waves of pests. Stinging insects in summer, rodents seeking shelter in fall. The threat is constant, but it shifts. So, with this constant shifting pressure, what do the numbers look like for specific problems here? For a standard home, an initial treatment for common insects like ants or spiders typically ranges from $100 to $300. This is your baseline. Move up to rodents, and you're looking at around $150 to $600 for an inspection and initial trap setup. This may not include follow-up visits. And then there are the home destroyers, termites. As we noted, this is a major job, often running into the thousands for a full solution. Now, back to that question. Can you save money doing it yourself? The surprising answer is often no. DIY attempts frequently lead to higher long-term costs. Store-bought products often don't eliminate the nest. You spend money on weak products while the infestation grows, turning a $200 pro job into a $1,000 crisis. The biggest mistake, whether DIY or with a cut-rate pro, is failing to address the root cause of the problem. You can spray ants all day, but if you don't seal the crack they're using to get inside, they will always return. This is where guarantees come in. Many local companies offer free retreatments if pests return, adding a layer of financial security. One final complication to be aware of is modern economics. Inflation, fuel costs, and labor shortages are impacting the pest control industry. So it's not just the bug in your house, it's the environment, the service model, the root cause, and the economy. How do you make the smartest decision? Let's connect the dots. We know the local environment creates constant pest pressure, making one-off DIY treatments particularly ineffective here. A reactive approach in a high-pressure environment means you're always one step behind. This is why proactive plans are the most cost-effective long-term strategy. This strategy prevents a minor issue from becoming a severe infestation. A quarterly plan is your insurance policy against that shocking $4,000 bill we started with. So, Understanding pest control cost isn't about finding the cheapest spray. It's about managing your financial risk in an environment that favors pests. To recap, cost is driven by pest type, infestation severity, and home size. Proactive plans are smarter than reactive fixes in Nova, and DIY is a costly gamble. You now know the variables that determine a fair price. Use this information to ask informed questions when you get a quote. Do not make the most common mistake, failing to fix the root cause. The best value isn't the cheapest price, but the most permanent solution. The best first step? Get a professional inspection. Understand your home's specific risks so you can make a smart, cost-effective decision for your property.